What is going on, guys? This is Chris from Pickzz, and in today's video I'll be giving you guys my 3 best MLB picks for today's slate, June 3rd, 2022. But as always, we got to go over yesterday's picks, going 1 and 2 again, unfortunately. And we had a very frustrating loss last night. One of the more frustrating losses in a bet that I've had in a long time. Probably the worst since the Tyler Hero .5 miss on a prop. So the first one did not come in, was the Giants first 5 plus a half. It was 1-0 after 5. They only had 3 hits. Alcantara looked dialed in. He looked focused, and the Giants really couldn't really get anything going. So, and I believe the only run for the Marlins was an error. So just unfortunate there in that regard. It was a 1-0 low scoring affair through 5, and unfortunately we were on the opposite end of that. The second one that also did not come in, this was the frustrating one, Padres-Brewers under 8.5 runs. It was looking like a lock after 6 innings. I think it was 3-1 going into, I think, the 8th inning. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? This should go under, right? And then all of a sudden, Andrew McCutchen in the bottom of the 9th gets a grand slam. And that was it. I think the final score was, I think it was 5-4. And I just couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, holy crap, are you serious? That's awesome. That's awesome for the Brewers, but for the bet, just brutal, bad luck. So that one didn't come in. Then, of course, the one that ended up coming in, which I was never worried about, was the Braves first 5 money line at -148. Ian Anderson, he didn't look too sharp, but like I said yesterday, the Braves bats are just really solid, especially against the Rockies. So after the 5th inning, that's when all the offense started coming in. I think it was 5-1 after 5 for the Braves. The Rockies tried to mount a comeback, but just couldn't happen. So, 1 and 2 yesterday, can't really complain. But we got to go into today, clearing the head, thinking positive. Like I mentioned, we got to swing for the fences on today's pick. So, the first pick that I have is the Philadelphia Phillies first 5 money line against the LA Angels at -128 odds. You have Seth, who he hasn't really played much on the road this year. He's a young pitcher. He's up and coming. He's shown flashes of brilliance, but, when you look at this Phillies lineup, I've mentioned it in the past numerous times on this channel, this is a scary lineup to go up against, especially when their bats are fairly going. I know if you look at their record against right-handed pitchers, it's I believe, 15-23, something like that. Not the greatest, but, Royce Hoskins, Alex Bohm, Bryce Harper, these guys could hit home runs any given shot. And I really like the way Zach Eflin has actually played at home. At home, he's been great. He has a 1.57 ERA and a .78 whip. And that's through 23 innings pitched. And he's averaging about 9 Ks per 9 in those starts. He's been great at home. I know the Angels have Trout. They have Ohtani, but just they're on a little bit of a drought right now. The Angels are 3-9 as dogs. The Angels actually haven't won a game in 6, but here's the funny thing that can completely backfire. The Angels are 10-0 in their last 10 straight up against the Phillies. So I think that streak ends tonight the way Eflin's been playing at home. I'm going to take the Phillies first 5 money line against the Angels. My second play of the day is going to be the Toronto Blue Jays run line -1.5 against the Minnesota Twins. Now, I said earlier on in the season that I wanted to fade Kikuchi as much as I can, and the guy has been a stud. He's been proving me wrong. A 3.38 ERA, a 2-1 record, one of the best defensive mound pitchers in the whole MLB. And the way that the Jays have been playing recently is just incredible. You have Springer, Bichette, Guerrero, Hernandez in the lineup tonight. Even Danny Jansen batting 8th. The way he's been batting with the power, getting the home runs, it's scary. And, CC Gonzalez is making his debut for the Twins. The Twins have not pitched well against lefties at all this year. And the travel spot is definitely tough for the Twins. And, of course, they're missing a couple guys because of the vaccine rule for the Blue Jays. So I think the way the Blue Jays have been playing, they've been incredible. They've won 8 straight games. I think they go on to make it 9 here. They've just been playing too well not to take the run line here at -114. So that's my second play of the day. The Blue Jays -1.5 on the run line facing the Twins. And my third and final play is going to be the Boston Red Sox over 7 runs against the Oakland Athletics. Now, Chris, I know why are you taking the Red Sox over again? It hasn't hit in 2 or 3 straight that I've put on this channel, but Kaprelian has a 7.71 ERA at home. He's allowed 5 home runs in his last 3 starts at home, 11 earned runs in his last 3 starts, and with minimal strikeouts. When you don't get strikeouts against this team, more specifically the Red Sox, who are second in hits and fourth in runs, they're going to make you pay. Rafael Devers, Trevor Story, Hernandez, Bogarts, Dalbec. These guys are starting to get hot at the right time. And I think they've been a better road team this year than a home team, the Red Sox. So the A's have struggled at home. The Red Sox are better on the road. I don't really like the value on the money line. I think it's a little too high. So I'm going to go with the over 7 runs here. Eovaldi as well has struggled this year with long balls. He's allowed 7 home runs in his last 3 starts. Now, yeah, he has one of the best control. He's one of the better control pitchers in the whole league. He doesn't walk a lot of pitchers, but he struggled with that long ball. When the bats connect on some of his off speed, it's out of the park. So these 2 pitchers have combined for 12 home runs in their last 3 starts. I got to take the over here. And yeah, the total has gone over in 8 of the last 15 for the Red Sox. So, and of course, the Red Sox are averaging 8 hits and 5 runs in their last 10 versus the A's. I expect this to go over 7 runs today. So my final play is the Red Sox and A's over 7.5 runs. Thanks, guys. Make sure to comment down below your favorite picks. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe for more sports content. Peace.